Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing all of the crucial care tips that you need to know for the Easter cactus. Now, I finally found one yesterday in Harvard Square, window shopping with my husband, Jeff, and I'm so excited because I've been looking for one of these for over a year. And in this video, like I said, I'm going to be covering all of the crucial care tips. So soil composition, light, water, temperature, everything that's important for the Easter cactus, and a bunch more, so stay tuned. Now, if you are interested in repotting your holiday cactus or your Easter cactus or your Christmas cactus or Thanksgiving cactus, I will throw up a link right here. I did a great video on repotting this one as well as my beautiful large Thanksgiving cactus, so you'll have to check that out. Thanks for checking out this video. I'm Tyler, and if you like what you're seeing or you find this video to be useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, or better yet, you can hit that subscribe button to really show me some love. Click on the bell for alerts and notifications for future content. And oh yeah, don't forget to check out my brand new merch store, tylermossop.com. All right guys, these plants are from South America, and we refer to them as Easter cactus because they obviously bloom and bud at the beginning of April, in and around the month of April. Now, there are some pretty big differences between Easter cactus, Thanksgiving cactus, and Christmas cactus. And if you're interested in being able to tell the difference and differentiate them when you look at them, then you'll have to check out this video that I did right up here. Click on the link to watch that whenever you can. Now, these beautiful things have different care tips from those other varieties, and that's why I wanted to do a unique care video on the Easter cactus, and I'm going to be jumping into everything you need to know, including soil composition, light, temperature, which is hugely important, and basically any and everything else that you need to know in terms of caring for your Easter cactus. So as far as lighting goes, in terms of lighting in your Easter cactus, it's kind of a little bit counterintuitive, especially if you think of this as like a true sort of cactus, which it's not. These guys prefer kind of indirect or dapple light, definitely not direct sunlight. And I think this kind of has to do with where they live out in the wild in the understory, and that's part of the reason why you don't want to give them direct sunlight. The other thing is, like I mentioned, temperature is kind of like a huge thing when it comes to Easter cactus. All right guys, so when it comes to watering your Easter cactus, you definitely want this thing to dry out in between waterings. So, you know, don't overwater this. Drainage is huge. I actually don't have drainage in this particular container, which is kind of a problem because if the roots get waterlogged or backed up or anything like that, it's just basically going to destroy your Easter cactus. So just be very careful to make sure this thing dries out in between waterings, but do give it, you know, a healthy watering when you do water it. The other thing to consider is changing your watering habits in the growing season and in the non-growing season. During the winter months, this will need a lot less water, so just something to consider. Now, this is probably a good time to touch on soil composition, and these plants do really good with a lot of aeration and drainage. So using a bark mix with peat moss or coco coir is probably ideal. Again, that's going to allow for really good drainage and really good aeration. Peat moss does another thing, which is help with the acidity levels and the pH, and these do prefer slightly acidic pH, so that is great to add some peat moss in there as well. Yeah, so let's move along. Now, temperature probably has to be one of the most sort of critical and crucial parts of caring for Easter cactus. Now, they do require a cooler temperature in order to bud and bloom. So for me, I really like to keep my holiday cactus in an east-facing window, and what that does is it allows it to get really good morning light, but then a lot of shade in the afternoon, and avoid that direct, harsh afternoon sun. And I do keep mine right on the windowsill, right by the window, and that really helps it get exposed to those cooler temperatures, which are critical and key in order to get this thing to bloom. Now, bonus points if you can provide your Easter cactus with some humidity. Now, I'm not as great as doing that for these because of just the nature of where I keep them, and I kind of prioritize the whole temperature thing, but if you can provide them with some humidity, then all the better. Last, but definitely not least, is thinking about how to fertilize your Easter cactus. Now, these things love to be fertilized, and it's really important, almost as equally as important as the whole temperature concept when it comes to these plants. So providing a well-balanced liquid diluted fertilizer to get these things to bloom is really, really important. Now, I would suggest that you do that. You start kind of, up the ante during the growing season, which is basically March, April, May, that kind of thing. And then during the rest of the year, you could probably just fertilize these things once a month. But yeah, you definitely don't want to forget to fertilize them. They're pretty big feeders, and fertilization is pretty important. All right, guys, well, that's it for me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, or better yet, you can hit that subscribe button if you aren't yet subscribed to my channel. Miss you guys already. Oh yeah, don't forget to check out my merch store, tylermossop.com. Miss you guys so much. Until the next one.